Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors, including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife. Now, we do our best each week to bring you tasteful content, but viewer discretion is advised. Now, enjoy the show.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
This week, we lace up our shoes and hit the streets. We're headed to Bethany Beach for the Surfin Snowman 5-miler. We'll jog our way to the Boston Marathon qualifying Salisbury Marathon. We meet a skateboarding pup in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws. And then a quick sprint up to Dewey Beach for the Coastal Delaware Running Festival. So on your marks, get set, because the Outdoors Delmarva Running Special starts at the gun.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show dedicated to a commitment of conservation and to the community that makes Delmarva's outdoors such a hidden gem here in the Mid-Atlantic. My name is Jason Lee, and welcome to the Outdoors Running Special here at Pemberton Park in
Hey, Jason!
Was that Lisa Bryan of Delmarva Life? Hey, Lisa, wait up!
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, this is a beautiful day out here.
It's perfect. Maybe a little warm, but
yeah,
we'll take it.
A little warm, but you know what? That's what we want for April. Oh, by the way, Lisa Bryant from Delmarva Life.
Yeah.
Joining me, you are an avid runner.
I am an avid recreational runner, yes.
I had a chance to go to the Surfin Snowman 5-miler in Bethany back in February. I don't know if you've ever run with a snowman before.
I don't think I have.
But, you know, there's a first time for everything.
It's always an exciting turnout. We're lucky with the weather. Weather is a big factor this time of the year, and fortunately the skies are our friend today. This is the only 5-miler in Bethany Beach. There are a lot of 5Ks, but this is a 5-miler run. A lot of folks also do the 2-mile walk. So it's a great day for it, great evening, and it's the only evening run also in Bethany Beach. And we have just as many folks signed up for the walk as we do the run. The overall winners, we have gift coin from the Starboard, which is a sponsor, and also from Harvest Tide. We also have great medals that we give out to the overalls. Mike and Builders is our primary sponsor. Honestly, we couldn't do it without them. 3 beneficiaries are Justin's Beach House, which provides free respites for families that are dealing with cancer. They offer a free week at their beach house. It's beautiful. We have Contractors for a Cause that has been doing magnificent work in Sussex County, helping people that need work done. And we also have the Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company, which again, without them, we couldn't produce the event.
You run all kinds of surfaces between trails and...
Yeah, right. So typically in the fall, winter, there's a lot of trail running around Delmarva. A lot of groups get out there, a lot of races. And then we hit the roads a little more in the summertime because usually in the woods, you don't want to be eaten alive by bugs and ticks and things like that.
It's really nice to get out here in nature and just kind of, you know, blow off some steam, really.
It is beautiful out here. And they have a nice 3.5, 5K course that you can run. Sometimes we run it 24 times in a day.
We're going to talk more about that. It's coming up later in the show. But up next, we're going to talk about the Salisbury Marathon. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after this.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors Delmarva. With me, Lisa Bryant from Delmarva Life. Lisa, how are you?
I'm good.
This is great.
Just getting warmed up.
That's right, just getting warmed up. And we are getting ready to talk about the Salisbury Marathon. Mm-hmm. Now, you're no stranger to marathons.
No.
As I've said, I'm not an avid runner, and going a certain distance, I'm just like, you know what, have I made a terrible mistake? But you like those long distance runs.
I do. I like long distance runs, but here's the thing. It's not like you get up one morning and you go run as fast as you can for 26.2 miles. It's something you work up to it. You work up to it. You know, you start off with like a couch to 5K. Do that for a little bit, and then 10K, and then 15 miles, 25K. You know, just get yourself up to that 26.2. You could do it.
She's going to try to talk me into a marathon, but we're going to keep going as we check out the Salisbury Marathon here on Outdoors Delmarva.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They've done a great job. The city workers, the marathon people, the police department, the fire department, everybody's been involved. It's an overcast day, but my understanding is it's better for the runners when it's cool. And we had a good crowd. It's exciting to have them back in Salisbury, and especially since this is a Boston qualifier. So we look forward to the finish line. I'll be down there, and hopefully we can have some records broken.
We've got about 800 out on course, which means we have about 200 who didn't show up, which is kind of normal. The weather, I think, has got a couple people, you know, second guessing things. It's okay right now. It's just possibly going to get worse later. So the course is accurately and professionally measured, the half and the full. So what happens is if they run the marathon in a qualifying time, they can qualify for the Boston Marathon, which is kind of the holy grail here in the US. They can also use their half marathon time to qualify for other smaller races. And then the 5K, there's really no championship, but it is a certified course as well. We have the same crew who's been working the past 5 years. We bring in some of our friends from race day events in Wisconsin. We work with local law enforcement on every single agency, and you know, everybody comes together because they realize that this is just an overall great event. We're just excited that we were actually able to do everything this morning, and really hope the runners enjoy it and come back. Everybody's super excited that we've been able to run for 5 years in person. They're very happy about that. The city loves it, the county loves it, everybody loves it. The weather is what kind of messed with us a little bit this year.
Oh, these roots are going to get me.
Oh yeah, pick up your feet, pick up your feet.
All right, whew. Oh, well, this is great, but I really got to watch my step around here.
Yeah, you really do. You got to pick up your feet. You don't want to trip over the roots. That's not fun.
As the Salisbury Marathon, that's a Boston Marathon qualifier.
It is, yeah.
And a lot of people from all over the world come here for that. Because it's flat.
It's flat. It's a fast course.
Right.
But the past Salisbury Marathon, we had what we like to call Delmarva Hills, and that's wind.
And that's wind.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully the trees are kind of breaking up the wind here. We're going to talk about one more Boston Marathon qualifier coming up after Scorchy's Corner, because it is the Coastal Delaware Running Fest. And that just happened this past weekend. We're going to talk more about that, but we're going to hit the trails. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine.
Welcome back to the Outdoors Delmarva Running Special. My name is Jason Lee, and with me from Delmarva Lake, Lisa Bryant.
Hi.
Lisa, you don't like to run alone, do you?
I do not. Well, you know, I will, but most of the time I have someone with me.
And sometimes that someone has got twice as many legs as you.
Yeah, my dog, Fergus.
Fergus.
Yeah, he loves to run.
But in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws, it's all about a dog who's skateboarding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
Introducing Coco, a 4-year-old Springer Spaniel who is bored silly by the usual canine capers. To her, they are merely dog's play. Coco craves the thrills of skateboarding.
About 6 months ago, she just started getting on the board. I used to skateboard, and she started pushing me, and she used to pull me around on a leash, and then she started jumping on it, so we just started her from there.
Mark Elliott of Elliott's Hardware in Ocean City is Coco's owner. He admits she is becoming quite a personality.
People come into the hardware store just looking for Coco all the time. There's people that come on vacation, they bring their kids down to see her and stuff.
Coco takes her skateboarding seriously. even to the point of getting quite exasperated when she is confined to the curbed road in front of the store.
She used to run right into the walls, but now she knows how to kind of stop. She stops before she gets.
Coco prefers the wide open spaces of the White Marlin Mall parking lot, but cannot understand it is fraught with automotive danger. Nothing, however, curbs her enthusiasm.
She's been doing pretty good on it, but she's still got a lot of practicing to do.
Coco strives to be the best she can be in her captivating canine pastime, and being modest has little to say about her unique accomplishments. Guess she just figures her skateboard shenanigans speak louder than words. Scorchy Taws wandering our Delmarva land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Hey, did you know?
A modern day marathon actually comes from a story of a messenger back in ancient Greece. He was running from Marathon, Greece to Athens to deliver news of a Greek victory. And that run just happened to be about 25 miles.
Now you do. Did You Know is brought to you by North Bay Marina in Selbyville, Delaware. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after this.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, higher standards. And sponsored by Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
Oh, downhill. I like downhill. Welcome back to Outdoors Delmarva, the running special. My name is Jason Lee, here with Lisa Bryant from Delmarva Life. Lisa,
Yeah.
All right, how do you keep from getting bored on a long distance run like a marathon?
A number of ways. If I'm by myself, I might be listening to music or a podcast or something like that. But a lot of times I'm not running by myself. I'm running with my running friends, who are the best friends to have. We talk, and we talk about everything. So you figure you're doing a 5 mile or 5 hour run. Yeah. That's a lot of talking. You get to know each other.
Well, we're going to continue to try to get to know each other on our current run as we check out the Coastal Delaware Running Festival that happened last weekend, where they had a 5K, a 9K, a half marathon, and the Boston qualifier of a full marathon.
So the weather's actually perfect for a running event. It's about 60 degrees out right now, overcast skies, low humidity. We're very grateful for this weather. If this event had been held 2 days ago, we would be a different story. Yeah, I think we have about 3,800 runners tomorrow between the 3 races, and about 1,000 today. It's actually remarkable, and there's a lot of people that want to run races in every state. In Delaware being a small state, we don't have a lot of marathons, but I can tell you at my last count, we had 46 of the 50 states represented in about 9 countries at this event. Yeah, it's truly definitely a national event and almost global to a point, as we have people coming from Germany, I think from Asia as well. So it is a Boston Marathon qualifier, is a USATF certified course. That time is used to qualify you for Boston. We submit our times to the BAA. Yeah, so we have a Tower Challenge, which is a 5K today, and they pair that with the marathon tomorrow. Our primary charity for this event has always been the Delaware Seashore Preservation Foundation. They're the foundation that is responsible for restoring the fire tower, World War II-3 tower here in Dewey Beach, which actually will have its grand opening on Wednesday with Governor Carney coming down to open it up. Well, sometimes we have new events, so always go to our focusmultisports.com, check out our race calendar, and you can see we have about 7 events that we manage and produce through the year. A lot of them run them for the charities that they're involved with. A lot of them create their own fundraising opportunities and raise money for their own charities through their networks. Probably the largest reason is for general health. So people want to live healthy lifestyles, and they join the running community. It's a great community to come out. They meet lots of new friends, and then of course there's the ones that run for beer. and we do have plenty of beer this afternoon to serve everybody after the race.
This is nice.
This is beautiful. Lisa, give us some tips about before and after race stretching and keeping your body road ready.
Yeah, you really don't want to just get out there and start running. Before you run, you want to make sure that you get your muscles warmed up. You can stretch a little bit, but more important, you want to get everything kind of warmed up. You want to get your heart rate up, because you don't want to start with a low heart rate and then your heart's trying to catch up, and then you feel exhausted. So that's important. After a race, that's when you really do the static stretches. That's where you want to really stretch out everything so that you don't cramp up and tighten up. And of course, hydration. It's good for the muscles, and it's good to keep you running.
I've found that you're talking about warming up. Mm-hmm. If I walk for about 20 minutes, a vigorous walk for about 20 minutes, then I can really start to run and not feel like I'm going to keel over on the path.
Exactly.
So that's a good rule of thumb. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll wrap up the show with your latest viewer photos when Outdoors Delmarva returns right after this.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, higher standards, and sponsored by Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
Lisa!
Come on, you can do it!
Come on now, I told you I was new at this.
You got this.
Yeah, this is much nicer here.
Yeah.
Nice shady spot.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. This is actually a really good time for us to look at some pictures and kind of catch our breath a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna look at viewer photos thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Trevin Whitelock of Eden, Maryland harvested this 23.7-pound turkey while hunting with his dad and uncle. It sported an 11.5-inch beard. 8-year-old Dalton Tubbs of Newark, Maryland had a pretty good weekend recently, harvesting this tom with a beard of 9 3/4 inches in Newark in the morning and then reeling in the 60-pound black drum later that same day in Crisfield. 10-year-old Landon Smith harvested this turkey during Youth Hunt Day, and that means lots of pictures with the family. John Sullivan of Millsboro, along with his buddy Jack Shevel of Salisbury, hauled in a couple of nice rockfish in the Blackwater area. And speaking of Blackwater, Billy Joe Lagana sent in this beautiful sunset picture she took from the area during an evening drive. And Ken Fullerton shared with us a picture he took of a new addition to the Assateague herd.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
What happened?
I beat you, clearly.
I don't think so. Did you cut the course? Did you jump the creek?
All I'm saying is if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
We had fun, though.
We did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This was so much fun. We'll have to do this again sometime soon.
Absolutely.
Tell us all about the Eastern Shore Running Club.
Oh, Eastern Shore Running Club, a group of runners, all ages, all paces. We have several runs through the week, in the morning, in the evenings. There's also other running clubs, Shore Striders up in the coastal area, if you want to get involved with them. And the Upper Shore, you can get involved with Kent Island Running Club. So there's always a community of runners you can get involved with.
Excellent. And speaking of getting involved, in case you missed it, Lisa Bryant of Delmarva Life joined us today, and you can see her every Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock on WBOC.
Yeah.
Next time we'll have to get Jimmy out here. No. No.
Oh, absolutely. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that indeed. Seriously, thank you for coming out. We've had a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to many more great running events across Delmarva, and we're going to try to keep you up to date with all of them as best as we can. All right, well, until we see you back here next week, my name is Jason Lee, That's Lisa Bryant, and we hope to see you outdoors, Delmarva.
You've been watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru, Higher Standards, and sponsored by Shorts Marine, everything but the water.